Good morning, good morning. I guess it's really probably afternoon most places, but I am just getting started. Oh, Santa's girl. I always think it says Santa's helper, but evidently, if you saw my video from yesterday, I am Santa's girl because Santa Joe was thrilled with me in my little rainbow jumpsuit. He thought that that was so joyful, and I was the queen of the holiday spirit. He's not wrong. Okay. Thanks for being here. I am I am just getting set up to go live on Amazon. So, oh my God, please tell me I didn't just mess that up. Oh, thank God. Okay, just can't. You know, I got to get like StreamYard in 2024 because hey, I'll be live over on YouTube or on my Amazon store. Come see me. I'll be there for about 30 minutes to an hour. Hey, I'll be live over on. Okay, just letting my subscribers know, my Instagram subscribers know that I am going to be live so they know where to find me. Okay. I think we've got it. Now, the interesting part is that when you try to go, when you try to go live on Amazon, it seemed to take a little while, so I'm not really sure. How do you like this new view? That view of that grate is just lovely, isn't it, though? I don't know. We'll see. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Hello, hello. Happy Christmas Eve. Holy moly, I can't believe it's here. I gotta say, for those of you who know me, I don't know, it was about a week, 10 days ago when I wore this shirt with the snowman pants, and this shirt was looking a little stuffed. But I gotta say, it's looking better already. So, yay, that's a win. That is a win. We're headed in the right direction. I'm coming in today to I mean, I don't know. Am I the only one? I can't believe I'm the only one. Am I the only one who's going to do some baking today? Because I got to get some baking in because we got to get some cookies out for Santa tonight. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Beth, and I am kind of talk all things health and wellness with a fashion flair. And so, all of this lusciousness that you see here is as a result, rooted in a disease called lipedema, which affects 11% of women and puts an additional layer of disease fat from the waist down. Sometimes it looks like me, where I guess you can't really see that. You can't really see. Sometimes it looks like me. Hold on, let me just show you what I'm talking about. Oh God, this phone. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So, I I'm shaped like a true pear, small on top, uh, tapers down, and I am the classic type of lipedema, but there's also the phenome where it's just a straight leg that goes straight down, like a columnar shape, and that also usually results in thicker ankles where maybe you can't buckle an ankle strap, or your socks are too tight, or there's a little hangover or more swelling in that area. That is lipedema, and usually all types have a little additional hips, a little additional in the butt, and most often, like in 50% of cases, upper arms as well. So, anyway, because of that, I am an advocate for lipedema awareness as well as all things health and wellness, because two of the main ways to combat lipedema or to help with, hold on, we're moving again. To to manage lipedema is with non-inflammatory nutrition as well as movement. So I talk a lot about those things, and I will be talking so much more about those things in 2024. So join my journey, and I'll be here a lot on Amazon and, of course, on YouTube as well. I'm streaming from both right now. Today, I'm going to talk about all the things if you're gluten-free. Merry Christmas. If you're gluten-free, here are my top products that you need to have in your kitchen. So, Bob's Red Mill. Bob's Red Mill is one of the best company that has the cleanest products of all times. Even if you're not gluten-free, just their normal products are sourced differently than everybody else's. So it is really a company to align with, or to utilize their products, however you want to say it. And then, so this is called Cup for Cup. A lot of times when you do gluten-free baking, you're like, oh my God, what are the ratios? If you have a regular recipe, this, you don't need that. You just do a cup for a cup and you switch it out. So that is one of my go-tos. I'm going to go with all things Bob's Red Mill first. Cornbread is amazing. I don't know if anybody uses cornbread on Christmas, but this cornbread is so delicious. And my tip is that if you add a tablespoon of maple syrup, just heightens it up. Okay, next, for the flaxseed meal, people, this is a good one. Hearty, good for you. And the texture of these whole flax seeds is really delicious. Or it's good. I don't know if we call. So I have all of these attached here. I don't know how. I mean, am I going to keep hitting them as I talk about them? I'm not sure that I can even see which one is which. So I'm just gonna hit a few of them as we go along. I might not put them in order. So if you click through, I have, I think, 40 products attached on this stream, and it will make it easy to just look through. Or if you go to my gluten-free tab on my lists, you'll see all the things too. Chickpea flour, I did talk about this the other day. I'm following a new protocol that is specifically to help the adrenals, and chickpeas are one of the things that I can actually have. And so I bought some chickpea flour because I wanted to make some tortillas. Not sure that I'm going to use those in my cookies today. Baking soda, I think I talked about this too, so refer back to that live stream. But basically, I learned from Chris Beat Cancer that if you take a half a teaspoon of baking soda in the morning on an empty stomach with 8 ounces of water, that you may find that it has some anti-inflammatory properties, as well as help in restoring your gut microbiome. So that is something that I am heading into on Tuesday. I did it once last week, and then I just uh, got the Bob's baking. So all baking soda is not alike, and Bob's baking soda is sourced from very clean and natural sources. So I'm choosing to use that. Arrowroot flour is usually something that often goes into a lot of gluten-free recipes. They're here on the back of this one. They have one for gluten-free snickerdoodles. So let's see what they have on each of them. Ooh, these have lemon sugar cookies. What does this have on the back? Soak a flatbread. Ooh, I should make a flatbread too. Cornbread. Obviously, he gives the cornbread how to make it, and then you can also make these as muffins. That's how I usually do it. I usually use that for Halloween. We used to have a party on Halloween for like 150 people every year, and so I always made cornbread to go with the chili, and usually serve it at Thanksgiving as well. And oh, here's the classic chocolate chip recipe on the back of this one. Not sure if I showed you the xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is also most often used in different gluten-free baking. It helps with the texture, as I understand it. And oh, here it says you use it for cookies, cakes, muffins, quick breads, and pizza crust. So it gives you the measurements of how you would use it in those. Let's see if I have anything else, Bob's. I think that's all I have, Bob's. Then I've got the arrow. Hold on, let's see if we can find these. You know what? I'm really learning this Amazon thing. So I'm not exactly sure how to. Oh, here's one. And here's the other one, I think. Okay. All right. So, coconut flour. Funnily enough, coconut is one of the things that I am allergic to. So yesterday, I was cleaning out the whole pantry. That's how this whole thing happened. I was cleaning out the pantry, and I found coconut sugar, MCT oil, coconut flour. Is that it? I think we have coconut aminos somewhere. Coconut used to be a big part. Oh, even coconut flakes, and everything has to go in the trash. So coconut flour, I'm going to donate these things that I'm not going to use to like the food bank or whatever. But in any case, coconut flour. This is a good one. Obviously, Bob's has a coconut flour as well. And then millet flour is another type of flour that is often used for gluten-free cooking. And here they have a quick bread recipe, which I was pretty interested to see. It doesn't even have any yeast in it. It just has the millet flour, some of the, like the cut 1-for-1. It's saying real millet seeds or some rolled oats, some sugar of your preference, baking powder, baking soda, salt, buttermilk, and just some your preferred oil. So that's it. I think I have it linked here. I'm a extra virgin olive oil is my oil that I use in everything. And then speaking of sweeteners, so monk fruit is one of the, um, you know, sugar-free sweeteners that actually works in my body. You have to look and see, like for instance, this particular Lancanto has both erythritol and monk fruit extract. So you have to look and see what your sweetener has, and whether that will work for you. And then Swerve, this is a brown sugar replacement. Let me see, I can show you. I mean, check it out. It looks just like brown sugar. So this has a couple additional things in it, the erythritol, and then some other stuff as well. So check that, see how it works for you. As I said, another sweetener that happens, it's not sugar free, is the molasses, and that you use, fairly sparingly, but it is a way, very natural way to get in your sweetness, and it also comes with things like, helps your iron and different. It has different health benefits to it. So check that out. Let me see. Oh, and then this particular Argo, it's just a brand that our family has always used. To be quite honest, I can't say that I've ever looked in. It's gluten free, so I can't say that I've ever looked into what the efficacy of this brand is, to be honest. And I attached a different. What I tried to do was I tried to attach whatever was the best deal. So just know that I kind of looked at that. And then here is some masa. So for those of you who do not have your tamales made yet for Christmas Eve, but your tamale family, this is a good brand. And so you might want to. My husband and I used to have a woman in our life who was El Salvadorian, and she would make us tamales, share her tamales every year. And my husband was missing that last night and said, "Oh, we can get it." And I said, "Yeah, but she's El Salvadorian. It's not just a regular. It's not a regular tamale. You can't get it everywhere because the way they make it is different. They make it in a banana leaf, as opposed to a corn husk, and I think that just completely changes the texture. And so anyway, we went to see Santa at the fire department to donate some toys, and we passed somebody who was on the street corner selling pupusas, which is it's like a little handmade masa pie that's then filled. So it's just a little round with the filling on the inside of it. And so we stopped to get some of those for him. So that was pretty funny. But like I said, that is a good one. Now this is a funny one because this is Windmill, and evidently, yeah, I use this brand because this is the brand that my mother-in-law used. But it is it's a product of Holland, and that's where the family is from. So, but it's funny because it's not a Holland company, as you can see here. So anyway, this just happens to be the brand that we have always had, and I wanted to share that too. So let me show you too, if you need things to be, and then also, for me, I like to use the almond flour the most. I tend to have the least reaction or swelling using this. And so that's what I like to use. And you'll see me use that in a lot of my recipes. Is there a cure for lipedema? There is not a cure for lipedema at all. There's not an official diagnostic tool. There's not really one set, even diagnosis code. We have more that we um, got in 2022, but it's not kind of blanketed yet. So we need to do more work with that. The first, the best ways to start is with non-inflammatory nutrition. So that's what I was talking about. I inflame the least with using the almond flour. I'm anxious to see what will happen if I use the chickpea flour, because I have had, like, I know it's not chickpea flour, but I've had red lentil pasta that was, should have been less inflammatory for me. Um, but it also was inflammatory for me. And so the funny part I just realized is that in that recipe, I was using um, coconut oil and coconut cream in place of regular cream. And now that I know that I'm allergic to coconut, it maybe was the coconut. So I now need to try the red lentil pasta or the chickpea pasta or something like that again to see what effect it has. Um, can men suffer from lipedema? So at this point, it's stated that 90% of lipedema is with patients that are assigned female at birth. And it usually happens in um, puberty, pregnancy, or menopause. So those are times of great hormonal change, right? And I say that assigned female at birth because there's even some research into when people are going through their different transitioning procedures, if they're actually becoming at risk for lipedema because of all the hormonal changes. So, you know, complicated. But there is a discussion that perhaps men would actually express it in their bellies. So if you see a man with a big, what you would have called like a beer belly, perhaps that's lipedema. So we're learning more and more every day. um, This is one of the things that was recommended for the little, protocol that I'm following. But for me, this doesn't work because it has coconut flour, and this is just happens to be something that I have had in my cupboard. Um, but I haven't used it. You know what? That's not true. I haven't used this particular one. That's why it's not open. Um, because I got a new one to replace the last one that I had because we did have it several times. But now I know why I had the reactions I had because it has coconut flour for me. So this is almond flour, eggs, tiger nut flour, which really is supposed to have very little effect. Coconut flour, which is supposed to have little effect on everyone, except for those of us that are allergic to coconut, evidently. Cassava starch, buttermilk, and then, leavening, salt, and spice. So for me, I'm staying away from spice and I'm staying away from coconut. So this particular blend doesn't work for me anymore. So that's one of those things that's going to go to the donations. So that's a pre-mix. Then here's another pre-mix. This keto and paleo Miss Jones. This is a great company, and this has blanched almond flour. So again, this would have been a good one for me. Erythritol. I have been dealing with heart palpitations, and erythritol is something that often may impact that. So I'm staying away from that also. But for now, cocoa powder, chicory root fiber, baking powder, um, salt, vanilla extract. So now I'm allergic to vanilla. So in this, I can't use it. And monk fruit extract. Another item going to the donations. My people will eat these things if I'm eating them, but if I'm not eating them, they're happier to have a regular brownie. Um, and then this is the piece de resistance. This is the best brownie mix, hands down, whether you're gluten free or not. This I used to serve to my 150 party goers and my Halloween parties, and no one ever knew that they were gluten free. And people would rave and ask if they could have the recipe and try to come back for more and all of that. Get me to make them for them during the year, the whole deal. And this has because because within my world there are lots of people who can't deal with sugar because sugar is inflammatory. Um, just note that these things are some of the things that I have shown here that are prepared do have sugars in them, like this one. So this one is cane sugar, cocoa, tapioca starch, rice flour, baking powder, corn starch, salt, natural vanilla flavor. So I can't even have my favorite, and I'm going to tell you it's killing me. But that one I'm keeping on hand just in case I have to break down one day and have go somewhere, bring that, and have a choose to have a bite or not, and see what happens. But I think within, I need to give it a good 6 months to see what's happening. This brand comes highly recommended. Stellar Eats. I love the name. Double chocolate cookie. Looks so good. Almond flour, coconut sugar, vegan chocolate chips, cocoa powder, coconut flour, tapioca, baking soda, sea salt. So this one doesn't have vanilla, but there's too much coconut in this one for me. But I am deciding actually who I'm going to gift that to, because quite honestly, it will kill me to have that one in the house, because I'm just a little bit disappointed that I can't try it. Suffering from lipedema, do people stare at you when you're out and about? I don't know if you saw my video from yesterday with Santa, but Santa was quite taken with the ray of sunshine that I exhibited yesterday. And I got to tell you that really that's how most people react to me. So all the differences fall away because my energy enters first. And that's just the truth. Okay, I think I linked these. Annie's, let's see, did I? Oh, I didn't get to the chocolate yet. I got to talk about all the chocolate. Okay, so here, these two. The Kind and the Annie's. So you know what? If you got kids that go to school, if you need a 4 o'clock snack, both of these are great. Annie's chewy granola bars that are gluten-free with a chocolate chip. This is what they look like. They're not a massive bar, they're just the right size, and they are 110 calories. Quite frankly, when you're having a snack every day, if you have a snack, you should aim to have a snack that's 100 calories. That's it. The end. So this I'm showing you either for a great snack, but really I was like, listen, if you can't do any baking and you need to get something up for Santa's, assuming you have kids, you need to set some treats out for Santa. This will work if you have them. Okay, just saying. And then this is another one, the Kind bar. Or if you need stuff to get ready for your kids to go back to school in 10 days, these are a good thing to try. And then this one is a little bit bigger. It's differently shaped. It's interesting. This one is 150 calories, and it is got a bunch of different grains in it. but it's gluten-free, and it's called dark chocolate chunk. So I put that on, where did it go? Here also. And if you're on YouTube and you want to look at these things, just head to, my bio where it shows or in the description, it'll show the different ways to connect into my Amazon store. My Amazon store is called Curvygirlbeth. Imagine that. And then, so I think that's it, except for, let me show you all the chocolate. Let me show you the chocolate. So Guittard. Guittard is a fabulous, fabulous brand. They have a lot of, it's delicious, it's high quality. They're out of San Francisco, and this is their baking bars. It just comes, it's 100% chocolate. It just comes like this, and you break it up or you chop it up or whatever, and you put it in your recipe. Ooh, it says that there's a recipe inside. Oh, gourmet brownies. Ooh la la. Okay, I gotta look at that. So okay, that's those two. Then my favorite, and one of the things that I am so sad I no longer have, is the Guittard extra dark chocolate baking chips. These are 63% chocolate, and these are incredible, delicious, amazing. They have vanilla, so I won't be using them in my stuff at this point, but my family's happy to have them here. My son loves the milk chocolate, and here's the Guittard. If I'm making a chocolate chip cookie, I usually put all three: the dark, the milk, and the semi-sweet. So let me just say that, and I do that with brownies too. Okay, there's baking chips here too. And then I'm not sure if I put that before. Then I even linked this chocolate. They're hot chocolate. Although now I gotta tell you, this was a fascinating thing yesterday to put all these things into the carousel, because everything looks different. Like, the packaging is changing always. So you're like, okay, do I have the latest package, or I have the oldest package, or what's the situation? Yeah, pretty interesting. So this one. And then, so those are and then, hold on, let me show you the Enjoy Life, which is my new go-to. I mean, they've been a go-to for me forever, but hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I think what I put there is the 3-pack, which is the mega chunk, the mini chips. Both of those are semi-sweet, and then the dark. And I can show you the dark looks like. These are the dark. Woo! They look like a regular chocolate chip. These are free of 14 allergens. And for me, they're amazing because they have no vanilla. And they taste so good. And they're so smooth. So smooth. This is, okay, this is the mega. I don't have the mini ones open, and I'm not going to open. And this is what the mega chip looks like. Mega chunk. So again, I would put both these, all three, in my chocolate chips on my brownies. Oh, Merry Christmas. Now, if you don't have time and you still need a little something, for Santa and you don't have time, let me just show you some items. Oh, this is not, well, you could put a cracker out for Santa. These are almond crackers, and these are delicious. So good. These are shaped like the size of a wheat thin, and they actually have the crunch and the texture of it. Oh, here, see? This is just the plain sea salt that we typically use, and it has almond flour, sunflower seeds, and flax seeds. This is what the seed blend is that they use to make it. Tapioca starch, cassava flour, sunflower oil, sea salt. For me, here's where I have to drop it. The onion, organic onion, organic garlic, and rosemary extract. So I'm also allergic to onion and garlic at this point. For those of you who don't know or haven't heard, I have just been, I have just been through 6 months of insanity as far as testing goes for my health, to find out what was going on with these palpitations, what was producing them, whatever. And I found out that I have 26 food allergies, and I've eliminated all of those things now. So I'm like about a month in, and having to get rid of so many things that, who knew? Here is almond flour brownies, and again, this is all clean ingredients: almond flour, coconut sugar, chocolate chips that are simply cane sugar, coconut liqueur, and cocoa butter, Dutch cocoa powder, tapioca starch, arrowroot, sea salt, baking soda. So see how I told you earlier that those tapioca and arrowroot are in gluten-free things? Well, this is, proof right there. Some artisan baking bread. You can make this as a flatbread, as a dinner roll, or as a loaf, or whatever. You can put it in a muffin tin, however you want. It's got almond flour, arrowroot, flax meal, tapioca, sea salt, and baking soda, which this is still a good one for me. And then these I can show you. These are so delicious, and they're so versatile. These are like the equivalent of like a mini graham cracker. See those? And they have them in chocolate as well. I prefer the honey grahams better. Honey cinnamon, I guess. But I can't have these anymore because they have coconut sugar, they have coconut oil, they have honey, they have cinnamon, and they have vanilla extract. So all of those are off of my list. Luckily, my husband loves to use these. He makes a low-calorie lemon pudding mix in cottage cheese, and you blend that together, and then that becomes like a mousse. And then you sprinkle some of these on top, or you put it on the bottom. And then it becomes like a little lemon meringue pie. So yeah, I've got a couple of these bags. So he's good. He's golden with that. And then these are nut butter stuff. They're coconut cashew cream. And they are like a, like a, they're like an Oreo. They're the gluten-free, grain-free alternative. And this is what they look like. And they're quite crunchy. See? But, oh, whoops. Put that back in for other people to eat, not me. This one wasn't so, because this has the vanilla and the coconut sugar. It's just, it's a lot to digest, or not, pun intended. And then this is the almond, toasted almond pecan, which I don't know if you all ever had the pecan sandies. That's what I was hoping for on this one. It's not the texture of a pecan sandy, I can tell you, but the taste is good, and it's a crunchy cookie. You have to like a crunchy cookie for this one. So again, like, see how it's just, it's a crunchy cookie. It smells so good. And you could, if you need these things immediately, you can place your order, and then you can put the, you can go pick them up at Whole Foods. Okay, let me put this one. Oh, which one is that? It's on sale. Oh, that's like such an incredible deal. Oh, a lot of these are on sale. And again, like I said, I tried to pick the ones that had the least cost per ounce or per item. This is Pamela's. These are real graham cracker shapes. So if you're making a graham cracker crumb, you could use the Simple Mills, crush up those little babies, or you could just use this, or you could use this to make a ice block cake, or look, crusts for cheesecake. She's got that recipe here. It's so simple. The graham crackers, butter, sugar. Done. Of course, s'mores, as she's shown there. So that this is another item as well. These are delicious. I have to stay away from them because they've got honey and cinnamon. But other than that, they're a good one. And then I see, okay, Pamela's, but then I see that I also had these other, let me show you these other two brands. I got three brands. This is called Sybil's, and these are, oh yeah, I can show you this. These are chocolate chip cookies that you can, you can see. Now, you might notice that everything is like a certain size. They're all kind of similar in size, right? Well, when you're eating gluten-free, the carb count is higher, and so the things are smaller so that it makes a lower calorie. Makes it a similar calorie to what you would eat say if you had a non-gluten-free item. And so if you're just starting a gluten-free journey, that's a good thing to know, because sometimes you have to reacquaint your eyes. And then this, they did not have this particular item with this glutenetto. This is a really good Italian artisan type cookie brand. And what they did have was the wedding cookies, and they had the raspberry linzer cookies, and that's what I put in the carousel. This, they didn't have, like, they had something that was like, I don't know, 12 boxes for $56 or something like that. So that'd be great if you were having a party, but and it wasn't like really available, so that was confusing to me. And then this thing also from Char, this is like a little snack cake, like what, like a ding dong or something like that would be. This is that. And this also was not available, but this, I'm just showing you that as a, you might be able to find it in the Whole Foods store itself. So I think that I gave you a lot of options. I think I showed you a lot of things that have a lot of different uses, and how you can, actually incorporate them. And these are all the things that are prepared taste good. I am someone who believes that you should only eat things that taste good. So, and any part of your journey, I have been a bariatric patient as well, and I have been a stickler for making sure that I had a protein drink and a protein bar that actually tasted good, because there's no point to have it if it didn't, in my opinion. So, no need to suffer. There's always something that can appeal to your taste buds. And I'm sure that we're going to learn a lot more together this year as I figure out how to navigate all of these things. One of the things that I have done to, I learned all of this right before Thanksgiving, and basically all of the things that are on my eliminate list are things that you would have on Thanksgiving and incorporate into a Thanksgiving day meal. And so I had to figure out what can you substitute for vanilla real fast. And I've been using, when I've had that need, maple syrup. And I have two different kinds of maple syrup. Actually, I just noticed that I have two other ones, which I didn't even know about. But they all have a different flavor profile. And so I've been using those when I've had to make something that needed vanilla, and that's worked. So just, everything that you come up against, you have to be able to know that you can find a solution, right? And there's always another way, and that's just leading you to find the other way. So maybe inconvenient, may not, may turn your life upside down, but yet there's always a way. There's always a way to proceed forward. So I'm here to say, go get them. Make sure you're good for the rest of the day, because Santa is watching. And if you are celebrating Christmas, I wish you a Merry Christmas Eve and a safe travels. If you're not celebrating Christmas, I hope that you are going to do something that is supportive to yourself and helps you to recharge. So, anyway, see you all again. Thanks for joining, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye for now. See ya. See ya. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you all. Bye for now.